How's it going, everybody? It's Dean here from Our Gaming, bringing you a Jumpstart video. So for those of you that don't know, Jumpstart is a new game format. It's going to be around the month, but I think it's going to be one of the rotating formats, so hopefully we will see it again. And it's a way of inserting, was it around about 500 new cards into the historic format. So before we carry on, please make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and a comment to let me know what you're expecting from the video and whether or not we got there. So the way that the format works is that you're randomly presented with 3 archetypes. You pick one of those, and then you're presented with 3 other archetypes. You pick a second one. You then merge the cards from both of those archetypes to form one deck, which you can then play against other people on Arena. Now, for full disclosure, we did have 2 or 3 different decks going this morning on stream, but of course there was a power cut, and so that footage did not save. So we've got a little bit of prior knowledge about that. One of the main things that we did realize is that there are different lands associated with different archetypes. And so if you want to collect all the lands, you've got to put all the different archetypes together. Now, we've already got some really nice forests from the Garruk archetype, but there are other core lands associated with each of the planeswalkers, which you can gather along the way as well. So there's still lots to play for, and we're going to hopefully show 3 or 4 different kinds of decks throughout this video, so make sure to stay tuned. Okay, so our first choices are cats, predatory, and goblins. Now, I'm happy with kind of either of these. I might go for predatory for the first one. It's certainly an archetype that we haven't kind of come to. I also am interested in collecting some of the new rare cards, and we know that we actually already have this rare card from M21. Some of the M21 cards and from other sets are repeated, but there's plenty more new cards for the set. So let's grab the predatory deck, and we confirm that pick. And then we're presented with minions, angels, and pirates. Now, 3 excellent choices. I love the angels planes, and I actually really like the pirates, these floating pirate ships. What might go well with predatory? I think the idea is that all of them go well together. Obviously, there are going to be some combinations which are absolutely OP. But I think I'm going to pick angels going forward. I just like the land so much, and I would really love to have those in my collection just in case we don't get the chance again. So let's confirm those picks. And now we can check out the deck. So we go to inspect the deck, and we see that we've got the forests, we've got the plains that we were promised, and we also have 2 kind of special lands, so thriving heat. So what these do is they enter tapped. They allow you to play a white, plus you get to select an additional color. So we would obviously select green with this, and with the Thriving Grove, we would select white. So it's kind of like a tapped dual land. So let's have a look at the cards that we have in this set. So we have Anointed Trista, Take Heart. We know these cards before. Irresistible Prey. Target creature must be blocked this turn if able. Draw a card. Very important in the format. Prey upon, an excellent card, and we've seen this time and time again. Scroll of Avacyn. Sacrifice it, draw a card. If you control an angel, you gain 5 life. Seems important. Angelic Ascension, we see this from M21. Angelic Page. Flying 1/1. Target creature or blocking creature gets +1 until the end of turn if you tap it. Nice. Brindle Shoat. When it dies, you create a 3/3 boar. Nice. Dawn Trekker Elk. What awesome art this is. This is fantastic from John Avon. Also, along with this set, there are the full art lands as well, so make sure to catch those. Sacrifice at Search Library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, tapped and shuffle. Guardian Idol, we know this card. Right, so. Also, Emancipation Angel. When it enters the battlefield, return target permanent you control to its owner's hand, so that will work really well with the Affectionate Indrik. Crushing Canopy, Fungal Rebirth. Okay, Sylvanian Brush Strider. Not a big fan of this card, I must admit. Okay, so we've got a Mythic Rare in Linvala, Keeper of Silence. Activate abilities of creature your opponent's control can't be activated. Seems really powerful. 4 mana as well for a 3/4 fly. It isn't the worst. Sabertooth Mauler. Momentous Fall. This is our rare for green. As an additional cost, to cast this, you sacrifice a creature. So lots of sacrifice triggers as well. You draw cards equal to that creature's power, and you gain life equal to its toughness. And also Ravenous Baloth. Fantastic art again from Todd Lockwood. Sacrifice a beast, you gain 4 life. 4/4/4. Decent. Angelic Idic, exile target creature. We've got Sarah Angel and Sarah's Guardian. Flying Vigilance. 5/5 for 6. Other creature you control have Vigilance. Awesome. go ahead and jump into those games and see how well we plays out. Okay, so round 1. What do we have here? So we have Guardian Idol. Battlefield tapped. Become Golem. Shuffle. Emancipation Angel. I mean, we've got all the land. I think we keep this. So this is meant to be kind of an idyllic way of bringing new players into the game. They can try out lots of different things. If there's things that they like, then they can build a deck around those. And I think for one, because of the kind of simplicity and the fact that you don't have to build those decks yourself, it's actually a really nice and attractive way of introducing new people to the game and the format. Okay, so we're going to play out the Idol. Not ideal, obviously, but it does get us there. We have got a 3/3 flyer coming in next. Goblin Arcanist. Hopper gets him for 2. Yikes. I guess what we could do here, we could go for the Truffle Snuffle. Gain 4 life. I mean, it's a body as well. We can tap this for mana. I'm going to gain 4 life. Ooh, something from opponent? Okay, so the idea is that we play down the Angel. Ooh, okay. Shock. Not ideal for us, but, you know, we get that life gain anyway. And I kind of guess if we'd have had the counter, we wouldn't have got anything. So, yeah, it's good. When it enters... Whoa. When it enters the battlefield, create 2 Goblin tokens. Not ideal. Okay. Activated abilities seem good. I mean, it's not the end of the world there, though, right? So let's go for... Just come back to the battlefield or my hand? Come back to my hand. Yikes. Okay. Let's go for the Keeper of Silence. And we're going to play down this Heath, tapping for green. So now it kind of it acts as a dual land. And what do we have here? Volley Veteran. We have been railroaded by our opponents here, and I think this is our loss, right? Yikes. Take Heart is fine. Let's play down our planes. And I'm going to play down the Emancipation Angel. Return this planes to hand. And... I think we passed the turn. See what Oppo goes for here. Right, so. Return to your hand if a creature died this turn, create a sapling token. I mean, I think we've got to try and go for this, right? Becomes a creature. Oh, it comes in tapped. Why does it come in tapped? Why did it tapped itself? It tapped itself. Beautiful. Beautiful little bit of play there. Wow. Sometimes this game, you know, Right, take heart just to keep it alive. Well. Not ideal, that. So this enters, it's all fine, all Gucci. Right, we'll play this planes down. We will play this. And we'll manually tap this in the future. Yeah, let's pass. Let's pass. But I think we actually lose here, right? Okay, Daybreak Charger. It doesn't do too much for us. It kind of makes it so that this needs to be blocked. And we pass to attackers. Beautiful. Right, so this time we're going to manually tap these. We're not going to be... Give up over the nice. And we're going to pass to blocks. So we go... Going to go 3, 2, and a 2 there. All seems good. We pass. Oppo deals 1 to face, remember. We need some sort of life gain. I mean, there is plenty of life gain in the... Is there plenty of life gain in the deck? I thought there was. Target must be blocked this turn, draw a card. I mean, well, we want that card draw, right? Not so good for us, sadly. Bring a target creature to hand. Not enough. Not enough for us. Nothing we can do about that. We give up the GGs there, and we're going to move on to the second game. Wish us luck. I think we might need it. Okay, so this is round 2, and the matchups are actually happening thick and fast. So it's a true testament to see how many people are actually playing the game at the same time. Got a couple of options here. I mean, we're quite slow on mana. We are going first. We do get a free mulling though, and I think that's going to be... I think we're going to play that out here. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to keep. I'm going to... Oh yeah, it's a free mulligan, isn't it? Perfect. Play down the 1-1, and we pass. Life gain here is going to be really important for us. This is actually a really good card in M21. And so chat this morning was asking me about how they figure out like how many games you can kind of play with it. So you get kind of 2 rares for 2 wins, and you can keep playing with the deck, but you don't get any extras from keep playing with the deck. Okay, so it wants you to play as many different combinations as possible. Now that is fine, but of course you do have to pay for those. So there is a downside. So it's kind of up to each person, I kind of guess, what they want to do. But you can save your individual decks to play again at a later date. So say if you have kind of a play group or you want to play your chat if you're a streamer. So that's actually really useful. Oppo claims white with this. And I kind of like this. We can, I mean, this is kind of quite useful, but I think we're going to attack him first, leaving up the take heart. It looks like damage is going to be dealt. Beautiful. Gain some life. Play out the Linvala. So this is our mythic rare in white. The next turn, take heart is going to be really powerful, but I think they could have a removal spell for this. Yes. Okay, discard a card or pay 5. Okay. X. Lightning Elemental. So prey upon. Target creature you control fights another target creature. I mean, that's realistically that's not kind of ideal. I'm tapping all over the place. They want to keep this prey upon. I think I might just attack with all here. Oh, unfortunate Oppo. We're going to play the Take Heart. It keeps our creature alive. We gain 3 life. Or life from this. Deal that damage. And we play the Celestial Enforcer. Now, this allows us to attack target creature if we control a creature with flying. At the minute, we don't. Got a Prey Upon, though. Okay. We're going to play out that mana so that if we can get through with the Anointed Trista, we will. Activate the ability. +3/+3 till the end of turn. Upper with a removal spell. They have to use a premium removal spell on that. Meanwhile, we're getting in for 6. Prep on next turn. Upper needs to play something reasonably large. GG's. GG's. Boom. We'll pick up our first win with this deck, and we're going to see what kind of bonus goodies we get from doing this. And hopefully, I'll try and use my memory from the stream, which was cut short this morning, to make sure we don't duplicate our decks. So, these are our kind of rewards from the day-to-day grind, and this is our individual card reward from winning that game. Okay, Steel Plume Marshal, Bird Soldier, flying for 5 mana 3/3. Whenever it attacks other attacking creatures you control with flying, get a +2/+1. So it's kind of a game finisher. A little bit expensive. Okay, so we're against Red Lab. Again, another nice hand there. I mean, it's not the absolute best, but I think it's fine. We've got some decent mana as well. A couple of 2-drops. We've got a Prey Upon. Oppo is playing... What are they playing? White, blue. And we're going to start off with a tap land as well. Indicate it as white. I mean, this is... I don't know how playable this is going to be in Historic. It's a format I haven't really played too much myself, but I do want to get into it. So fingers crossed that's kind of on the horizon for us. We're going to be playing the white mana down. Target attacking one. I'm going to go for an elk. Try and get as much kind of power on the battlefield as possible. And pass. Interesting. And when it dies, create a 3/3. So that's quite interesting. So let's try and attack him with this elk first of all. Oh, Oppo lets it through. That's fine. I could sacrifice it for a basic land. I don't feel I need to, although it does help to ramp us into this, right? You know what? They've got a blocker there now, so I think I will. And we're going to go for a green mana. Play it down. Now we're 2 mana off getting our Guardian out on turn 5. Healer's Hawk. Nice little prey upon angle there. Oppo's going to get in for 1. Oppo didn't get in for 1. That's interesting. Sacrifice a creature, draw cards equal to... That's not too kind of powerful for us, right? But what we're going to do here, we're going to try and go for the prey upon our creature onto the Healer's Hawk. Ooh, I like the Thriving Isle and the Thriving Heath. I think these are very nice, actually. These are possibly my 2 favourites. Oppo with a counter there. That's interesting. Okay. So we're going to play the mana out and play out the Sabertooth Mauler. Sadly, we weren't able to get the trade. I mean, we could still attack him. We don't really care too much about this creature. Oppo's letting us get in for that 1. Okay, so we can sacrifice it for this. You draw cards equal to the sacrificed creature's power, then you gain life equal to its toughness. But ideally, we just pick up that extra mana source and play down the Sarah's Guardian. Flying Vigilance. Other creatures you control have Vigilance as well. So, Warded Battlements. This comes in for 2 damage in the air. Nice. Okay. Destroy target creature with flying. I mean, that's pretty decent, right? Pretty decent. So, we're going to attack him with both here. I think Oppo's going to let us through. Nice. And we could go for the token, but I don't think we need to. Let's go for the Angelic Page with the hope of hitting the Healer's Hawk out of the air. So let's do it. Okay, end turn. So we've got the Crushing Canopy. Instant speed. This looks like a... Where's that? A big Venus Flytrap. Nice. Cross Breath. Okay. Yep, we'll have that. That's 2 attacks. I think we want to kill this Healer's Hawk, right? We kind of don't want them getting 2 life. But we will trade it for a counter spell. No. Ooh, Falconer Adept. Interesting. That's fine. Let's get the Guardian down. Oppo's fully tapped out there, so we say no attacks. Beautiful. Flying Vigilance. Other creatures you control have Vigilance. All the good things in life. Oppo's tapping for more mana. Reign of Revelation. Very powerful card. Refills your hand. Oppo's still got 3 mana open as well. And you do tend to find that kind of these blue-white decks are quite cheap, so they do have the opportunity to have kind of lots more coming. Okay. This, what does this do? Scry 2? No. Whenever it attacks, create a bird token flying that's tapped. Beautiful. So it's on us. And I feel that we can target attacking or blocking creature. So that we can attack in here. Faster blocks. Ooh, Oppo scoops. Things we love to see. Okay, so let's check out our reward for that. Again, we're getting these coins. We're getting that experience. Well, we see a Charm Breaker Devils. At the beginning of your upkeep, return an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +4/+0 until the end of... I mean, that seems really powerful. That seems really powerful. Again, though, what we are seeing with these cards is that they do seem to be expensive to play, and that might be their ultimate downfall. But, I would love to see this in a kind of a blue-red Prowess deck, or even actually, a mono-red deck, just to see how powerful we can get it. So, giving this deck a quick dissect, I mean, we missed out on quite a lot. So, we never got to play with the scroll. Sacrifice the scroll, draw a card. If you control an angel, you gain 5 life. There doesn't seem to be too much sort of life gain synergy with this deck, unless I'm missing something kind of overtly kind of open here. We also didn't get to play with the Affectionate Inject, which is a card that I dearly miss. from Ravnica. Is it Ravnica Allegiance, I want to say? Yeah, an excellent card that enters the battlefield and you fight. But yeah, I mean, really kind of powerful. Not the most powerful deck that I assume that we'll be playing today. But nevertheless, it was really enjoyable, and I think, as I was saying before, that's the most important thing, that we can have fun. We can pick up these decks. We don't even have to know how to play them, what to do with them, any of the sort of niche mechanics. We can just have fun along the way. So what I'm going to do is, we've already added this deck to our collection. I'm actually going to resign just so I can show you a larger variety of decks today. So let's have a look what we're going to jump into next. Okay, so deck 2. Let's see what we can build this time. Ooh, we've got Legion. Now that is a really good land. I do like that. Nice planes there. Minions again. They're trying to force minions on us. And spellcasting. Now that's cool. I do like spellcasting, I must admit. But, I mean, minions is certainly not a archetype that we've played with yet. Legion's all about going wide, isn't it? So I'm not kind of too high up on it, but I do like the land. And as this is kind of one of the collectibles, it's going to be one of the only times to pick these arts up. I'm going to grab it. And hopefully we can get minions at a later date. Ooh, nice. So, Devilish, vampires, and minions. Now, I did just say, you know, we do need to be picking up minions at some point. I do like the Devilish mountain. That's quite cool, isn't it? You know what? Minions is going to fall out again for this Boros archetype. I purely am just picking by the lands. I'm sorry, I've got no idea what's in the decks, and I think that's the cool thing about it, right? So let's pick up Devilish here and confirm pick 2, and let's have a look at our deck. So it's Legion, Devilish, Boros archetype. What's new? Oh, okay. So we get the Thriving Heath, and we get the Thriving Bluff. Two very cool cards. Helpless Savior. Collateral damage. Deals 3 damage to any target, but you have to sacrifice a creature. Lightning Core Excavator. Okay. Sacrifice it, deals 3 damage to any target. Solidarity. Daybreak Charger, raise the alarm. Chained Brute. It doesn't untap during your untap step. Sacrifice another creature and untap it. Okay. Hobble Fiend is about sacrificing, adding those counters. Torch Fiend. Sacrifice it to destroy target artifact. Banishing Light for your removal. Legion's Judgment for removal. Makeshift Battalion, so we want to be attacking with lots of creatures, getting those counters. Active Treason for the sacrifice synergies. Spiteful Prankster. Now this is an awesome looking card. I love it. As long as it's your turn, it has first strike. Whenever another creature dies, it deals 1 damage to a target player. Falconer Adept. Inspired Charge. Dance with the Devils. Okay, so create 2 Devil creature tokens. They have, when it dies, ping any target. Traitorous Greed. Works really well with Active Treason. Steed. Blessed Sanctuary. So this is one of our rares. Unicorn. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield of your control, create a 2/2 white unicorn. Okay. Rash Taunter, excellent card. So you can get it to fight, it's indestructible, and when it's dealt that damage, you deal that damage to an opponent. Witchbone Devils and Knight of the Tusk. Okay. So not the most exciting pack here. But I do like the archetype, so we're going to play it out, and hopefully we'll get these wins under our belt. Okay? So we're against Icy Ghosts. Icy Ghost? Icy. What do we have? I mean, this is all very slow, right? Very, very slow. I mean, getting this on turn 3 would be nice, but we've got nothing before or after it. So we're going to take our free mulligan. And this looks pretty good for me. So we have a Torch Fiend on turn 2, followed up by Banishing Light and Solidarity just to kind of force through that damage. So we're going to keep this. Oppo looks like they're on the play, correct? Okay, so they're playing black-red. Got our second mountain. Ooh. No 2-drop from Oppo, unless it's some sort of removal spell. Let's get the Torch Fiend down. Sacrifice it. Destroy target artifact. Wow, okay. Need to read this. Beginning of your upkeep, reveal top cards of your library. An opponent may have you put that card into graveyard. If it does, it deals damage equal to that player convert mana cost, otherwise put it into your hand. Okay. I mean, that's decent. I think want to banish light it, right? Seems really powerful. We banish light it. And we attack him for 2. Lots of mana open here. Basri Solidarity, you kind of want to play that once we've gone wide. Sacrifice a creature, deals 1 damage to any target. I mean, I kind of like the Daybreak Charger here. Giving the extra power here. So they might actually sacrifice this to kill this. I mean, we're going in. Wow, okay. Really? Sacrifice it to kill that? Yeah. Go for it. Go mad. And we end the turn. Now, one thing we could have done was perhaps threaten to play the Basri Solidarity pre-combat. Nothing from Oppo here. Gonna go in for 2. Nice. Play down the mountain and we pass. No sacrifice synergies yet for the Act of Treason. Very slow game. Oppo has nothing here. By a charge. I mean, we don't really want him to be playing these out, right? Pass the turn. Okay, another mana. Pitchbane Devils. Again, no kind of sacrifice outlet. Another Pitchbane Devils for us. Okay, so I'm going to go Pitchbane Devils down. I'm going to go Plains. Actually, I'm going to play out the Solidarity and attack in here. So this gives Oppo an option. Okay, so we take 3 to the face. But we do have a 4/4 with a Act of Treason and Inspired Charge in our back pockets. Black mana for Oppo. Act of Treason. Do they have some... Ah, they can sacrifice here. Nice. They're going to hit us for 4 from this. And then another 4 from this. Wow. Lateral damage. Wow. Okay. Okay. I see what you're up to, Oppo. Okay. So, with this witch, search your library for a card named Festering Newt or Bubbling Cauldron. Put it onto battlefield tapped. Okay, so there's like a 3 creature cycle you can do with that. My turn. Yikes. We are flooding, chat. And it looks like we'll be going to game 2 here. Yeah, because we've got absolutely nothing. Oppo is going to be drawing these cards, I assume. Any more? Okay. Nothing else on the kind of sacrifice synergies here. What do we have? Falconer Adapt. Nice. Play that in. And we'll play down the land and we'll pass. Sacrifice outlet would be more than welcome here. Okay, Festering. Anything from Oppo. Wow. Create a food token. Oppo gets the hit in for at least 4 here if they so wished. Nice. And it's back to us. We need something massive off the top. Ah, no. GG's. Jeez. We're going to go to game 2. Okay, so hopefully we get better luck this time. Liminal Blossom. Fantastic name and a great avatar as well. Okay, so we've got a decent 2-drop. 4-drop is quite good. Lots of little things. We've also got a Daybreak Charger. I think we keep. And we play down the map. Pass the turn. Blue, tap land. Okay. Plains, and we pass. We're going to play the Raise the Alarm, end of Oppo's turn to get the most out of the Daybreaker Charger. Green. They got a 1-drop. Blue sword. Raise the Alarm. Nice. And Okay, so it looks like we've got the Dance with the Devils next turn. We're in for 4 here. And we pass. Daybreak Charge is actually a decent card for us. What does this do? Let's have a read. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, your control, put a counter on it. Wow. I mean, that's yeah, that's pretty good. Attacking with both. Could catch them out with the Dance with the Devils here. And pass. Beautiful. End the turn. Working our way up to the Knight of the Tusk. It's a very weak common. I must admit, I'm not that fussed about this Legion deck thus far. Shuffle, shuffle. Nice. This gets a counter. All things are good here at the minute. Oh no. This gets a counter, doesn't it? But they both get a counter. Nice. Oppo attaches a short sword and presumably attacks. Nice. Now we can wipe that out with the... They're going to attack? They didn't attack. Interesting. Now the Haunter is actually pretty decent for us. A bit of me likes just attacking in here with all. Then we're going to get a fair amount of damage sent over. Okay. I mean, that's not the end of the world, right? Boom. Your face. And we play down the Taunter. And now, with Oppo at 5 life only, this becomes something that's quite difficult for them to block. I wonder what this is from. Boom. We get the win. I mean, that's pretty... yeah, it's pretty daunting that the Taunter came down. It's an excellent card. I mean, it's really difficult to deal with, and I think lots of opponents, especially in limited formats, I've not seen it too much in constructed, but definitely in limited formats, they do find it extremely difficult to deal with. So let's have a look at our Mythic Rare. Boom. And Allosaurus Shepherd can't be countered. Green spells you control can't be countered either. Pay 4 and 2 green until the end of turn. Each elf you control has the base power and toughness 5/5, becomes a dinosaur in addition to its other creature types. I mean, for 1 mana as well, pretty decent. Pretty decent. It kind of sets you up, right, to not be blocked for the rest of the game, which is, well, not be countered actually for the rest of the game. Let's jump into our next game. Okay, so far I must admit that I've not been kind of fully persuaded by this deck. I think it's a really, fairly cheap deck compared to decks that we're going to be playing throughout this session. So, although I am going to keep this, we do have a turn 3 Prankster, which I think is an excellent card. And also Legion's Judgment if Oppo starts to play big things. So let's grab this. We're going first as well. We can play the Thriving Bluff into white mana. Again, really I've been impressed by these tap plans. Okay, so the Blessed Sanctuary, we're going to play Mountain and Pass. Prankster comes down next turn. My Triton is a problem. My Triton is a problem. They got rid of Carrion Grub and the Guide. So, remember this is whenever another creature dies, so it doesn't get a ping for itself. But we do have First Strike, which is actually really good against the Maya Triton. So, Roll of Tiding. They mill 2 cards. Tank creature. No blocks. Reviver Dog seems pretty cool. I'm going to attack him with the Prankster. I wonder if Hopper realizes it's got First Strike. Is it a tough decision? I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're blocking, right? Yeah, they're having a read. No. So we play the Thriving Key for red. And we have nothing else to except for play the Selfless Savior. So we end the turn. This is a nice little blocker for the Maya Triton now. 4 mana. Hopper pass 2 attacks. And yeah, we're happy to trade these off here. 2 damage dealt to us. We ping face. We get 2 pings off that as well, don't we? Because one of their creatures died as well. Whenever another creature dies, not even creatures you control. Mystic Mummy. Play discards a card. Seems fair. I don't feel like they're doing non-combat damage to us, right? I'm gonna get rid of that. Ooh, reanimation incoming. Elite enters the battlefield if you control an elf, create an elf. Right, so let's attack in with a prankster. They could double block here. Didn't. Yikes, we've got to pass the turn with nothing open. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Oppo's down 14, we're at 16. And yeah, they're going to hit him for 6 here. I mean, it's a snap 6. 100% snap 6. We get down to 10 and we're going to have to be careful. Pitchburn Devils would be awesome for us. Target creature gets +5/+5 and gets trampled in the turn. We need to kill that. Ah, we can do, can't we? We can do with the Legion's Judgment. However, I think that we're happy to lay down the Pitchburn Devils and attack in. Boom. Okay, so let's see what happens here then. Oppo's getting there with their mana. They haven't really got attacks is the kind of key thing for us here. Fire charge was give us 4 extra, nearly lethal. Ah, they got a way to get this back? Interesting. Now that's something that we can Legion's Judgment. We are looking at it. Ah, Macabre Waltz, there we go. Ooh, what did they get? A Carrying Grub, interesting. This becomes 8/5, right? Lots of mana being milled there. Pass, end the turn. So we've got a couple of options. I mean, they've not got trample just yet. Kind of like attacking him with this, leaving up inspired charge. Fall for it. I mean, we could always see. Nope. Oppo's down to 8. So we're gonna play the Taunter. So now Oppo's I mean, we could just fight this next turn. We literally just fight it and win. Interesting. GG's Oppo. I mean, look how powerful this is. Boom. What a great card. And that is our second win with this deck. Yeah, a few highlights such as the Taunter. I also really like, let's have a quick check. I'll tell you what, let's open our rare card first. Dualcaster Mage. When it enters the battlefield, copy target instant or sorcery spell. You may cast new targets for that copy. Cool. And Phoenix Herald as well. So if we are having a look at this deck, I mean, Thrash Taunter, excellent. I really do like the Spiteful Pranks. I think it's a really kind of niche and interesting card. Hate the Knight of the Tusk. Valorous Steed's actually going up in my estimation. And the Blessed Sanctuary, it can be useful in some games. Again, expensive, and I think that's the kind of take-home message thus far from a lot of these cards. That's with Devils as well. I mean, that's reasonably priced. You get a couple of pings off it, and yeah, nothing too much of worth note. I mean, the Chained Brute is a nice idea, especially if you can kind of maximize it with your token. But you do have to get there, and to make it effective, you have to get it down pretty early doors. So yeah. Not the best deck, but it was fun to play. So let's resign from this one and jump into a third deck of the day. Okay, so deck 3, and we're going to choose our first packet. Ooh, a couple of options. Predatory. Now we've done, it gives a little tick to tell you what you've got and what you haven't got. So we've got the Predatory, so we're probably not going to play that one out. Rogues and Feathered Friends. Now, I like both of these. I think I'm going to go for the Rogues, though. No particular reason. I am a bit of a black mage myself. But, ooh, the Predatory we've got, Doctor and Spooky. I mean, do we just go mono black? It was Doctor that the opponents were playing in an earlier game, I think. But I'm going to go Spooky. So, Rogues and Spooky. And let's make these decks. Right. So, what do we have? What are our kind of key cards here? Alchemist Gift, Nightshade Stinger, Armed Block, 1/1 Flyer, not too bad. Thieves Guild Enforcer. So this is an M21 rare. Not too bad. As long as there are 8 or more cards in your opponent's graveyard, it gets +2 and 1 and Death Touch. Whenever it enters the battlefield or another rogue enters the battlefield, your opponent mills 2 as well. The Corpse Hauler. Fantastic art from Jesper there. Sacrifice it, return another target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Eternal Taskmaster, Fetid Imp. Last Gas. So that was what was used against us previously, I think. Malefic Siphon, excellent card. One of my favourite uncommons to draft in M21. Mass Blackguard, it's kind of the icon card for the deck. Una's Blackguard, okay. So flying, 1/1 for 2. Each other rogue creature you control enters the battlefield with a 1/1 counter on it. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it deals damage, combat damage to a player, that player discards a card. I mean, this seems really powerful. Same with the Rogue Glove, so whenever a creature that's equipped with it deals damage, you draw a card. Age Zombie, we know about that. Beautiful Attendant. When it dies, return another target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Lawless Broker. When it dies, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature you control. Liliana Standardbearer, an excellent card. And this is going into Rakdos Sacrifice as well. For those kind of Wrath matches. Nocturnal Feeder. When it dies, each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Could be quite good in Commander. It's a very cheap card to play. Stab Wound. Enchanted creature gets -2/-2. At the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted creature controller, that player loses. Oh wait, hang on. At the beginning of your upkeep of the enchanted creature's controller, that player loses 2 life. So you want to play it on some bigger creatures and just not kill them. Corpse Trader. Sacrifice a creature. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose from it. That player discards a card. Lurker, Bartering Blood. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Gristle Grinner. Whenever a creature dies, it gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. Okay, so that's quite decent. You want to do that like pre-combat then, and finishing blow as removal. An interesting deck, and certainly one that includes a lot more kind of Jumpstart cards, I think, anyway. Well, at least a lot more standout Jumpstart cards. So I am actually really excited to play this mono black build, and hopefully we can pick up some wins. So, match 1, we're against Lontra. And what do we have? We have a turn 3 play. We've got a couple of removal spells early doors. I mean, I'm pretty... There's lots of 2-drops. There are lots of 2-drops. I think I'm happy keeping this. I mean, we've got a Last Gasp as a removal spell. What's this one? This is the Corpse Traders. Okay. Okay. No qualms here. Oppo passes. I'm going to be playing out my Taskmaster, I think. Enter battlefield tapped. When it attacks, you may pay 3, and if you do, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, so you get lots of recursion. Oppo's there with the Master Blackguard from the Rogue set. Lawless Broker, nice. When it dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. I mean, what I could do here is sacrifice the Hauler, return another card from the graveyard to your hand. I think I'm going to go in for the attacks here. Nice little block there. So we're going to be kind of wrapping up his board. So they're going to go for the 1/1 counter there, and I'm going to hit it with the. Do I go for the zombie or that? I'm actually going to go for the Last Gasp, you know. Kind of not let Oppo have any value at all. Gonti. Wow. I love this card. Now, this was one of my favourite cards from... was it Kaladesh? The Kaladesh was when I first started playing. Okay, so we're going to play this down. It doesn't really matter what we pick. And I... sacrifice it, return a creature. Or do I just play the zombie? I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't matter too much. Maybe I can go for the Corpse Healer and then just hit it with the Village Rites as a sacrifice outlet. So it's got Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards, exile one of them face down, then put the rest in the bottom of the library in a random order. You may look and cast that card for as long as it remains exiled. You can't spend any. So let's end the turn. Yikes. For their attacks, he gets +2 to the end of the turn. Scythe is nice. Attached to presumably Gonti, right? Okay, nothing I can do about that. Is it Scythe mine? It was, wasn't it? You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to pass the blockers and say no blocks. My turn. The gloves are indeed off. Let's go for... I think I'm going to go for the Crypt Lurker. And I'm going to discard the creature card, the zombie. Or a land. I mean, the land's not overly exciting. Okay, do we go for a double block here? Furious Rise. Furious Rise not kind of too dangerous for us at the minute. We need to move the Scythe over, right, for it to be effective. Plus 2 attacks. They get. Ooh, they didn't attack with either. Interesting. My turn. More mana than we can shake a stick at. Ooh. Sacrifice it. Return another creature from the graveyard to your hand. I mean, yeah. Yeah. We're going to go Corpse Trader. We've got something at instant speed, right? I mean, we're keeping up village, right? So if Oppo kind of has if Oppo has something that kind of focuses on one of our creatures and will kill it, at least we can get some benefit out of it. Oh, mana. The Ogre activates the Furious Rise. Pass to attacks. Surprise Oppo's not attacking him with Gonti. Okay. Yeah, that's not ideal. Item. Rogue's Gloves. Sacrifice creature. Oppo. And it doesn't seem worthwhile. Let's pass. Oppo looks like they are intending to card advantage us out of this win here. And fair play to them. I mean, you would do, right? Flying. Add that in. RS. Damage you do. Pass to attacks. They get to draw. Land. I'm going to flash a sim. So we can pump this twice. So it's actually, you know, the end of the world there. My turn. Right, mana down. Do we equip 2? I can pump this how many times? I want to keep this up. I'm gonna go in for combat with this. That's the blockers. I mean, the Ogre's probably the best block here, right? But it is kind of activating their Furious Rise, so I kind of guess not. Yeah. Well, I mean, what would you do here? Let it through. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna deal that damage then. Deal that damage. That dies, right? In which case, let's hit the village rights and make some. Let's get some use out of this. Beautiful Attendant. When it dies, return another creature card from the graveyard to your hand. We're going to be attacking him with this, surely. Interesting. Finishing blow. Nice. I mean, so Fetid Imp seems good. What don't I want to die? I mean, this doesn't seem... I mean, I kind of guess it doesn't really matter too much, right? Because we've got plenty of ways to get things back. Play out the Fetid Imp. We can always sacrifice a creature. Sacrifice that. Okay. Yeah, we can only do this in time we would cast a sorcery. Okay, let's pass. I mean, Oppo's got to finishing blow the Fetid Imp, right? So they've got a constant way of attacking him. What have we got in terms? Well, we've got a finishing blow of our own. Interesting. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. And pass the turn. I mean, we could, if Oppo attacks him with this, we could easily just equip the gloves onto it, right? What? That's the blocks. Yeah, pretty fine with these things at the minute. Must admit. Some sort of pump, perhaps? No. On block. Notable. Bone Picker. If a creature died this turn, it costs less to cast, or otherwise. Right, let's attach the gloves, and we're looking for an attack here. Deal that damage. Draw a card. Draw a card. 100%. 100%. We're drawing the cards. When it dies, put a 1/1 counter on things. I mean, that seems pretty good. It also gives us a blocker for Gonti. Does give us a blocker for Gonti. What do we do with this? When it dies, return every time. I'm going to do this. And end my turn. Oppo's off of their card in the card draw. We're still taking 3 in the air, of course. Oh, wow. That is, yeah, that's pretty hefty. This is going to be a big punch for us in the sky. Oppo's hitting in for 6 in the air, 7 in the air. Wow. Yikes. I mean, I'd just attack him with everything here. I really, honestly would. Adding the Scythe over there as well? Dear Lord. Okay, nothing I can do about this. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, pass. Boom, boom. Draw a card as well. The Stinger. Enter battlefield, deals damage to with your devotion to red. 1, 2. Yep, that pretty much does it. Yes, GG's, right? GG's. We've got no life gain here. Can't get through. They play this, they deal enough. GG's, Oppo. I think Oppo taking our Scythe there was one that kind of sealed it for us. And who knows what they put on the bottom of our library as well. It would be nice to know. Anyway, let's go on to game 2 and hopefully we're a little bit more lucky. Okay. So, we're against Ibrupu? Quite a late hand here. I'm going to mulligan. A little better. 2-drop into a 3-drop. Let's keep, especially since we're on the play. We're going to get the Corpse Hauler down, which is an alright card. I mean, it's not. It doesn't kind of stick out as being amazing. Ooh, what's this? Ether Spellbomb. Return target creature to its owner's. Sacrifice it, draw a card. I mean that. Right, so let's get the Hauler out. Couple of options next turn. Stab Wound. I mean, Stab Wound. Are they wanting to kill this? Oh. Right, let's attack him. Pass. Got Thieves Guild. So they're yeah, they're going to use this on something that's quite, you know, brings about some impact. Flash. I mean, I think I'm just going to stab root in this, right? Thunderbear is pretty decent. It's not got Death Touch yet. So, I mean, I know I should do this on something. Something that actually matters, right? Let's go in for an attack here. And we're going to pass. Thunderbear's got Flash. Helps us to replenish our hand. And it's just an extremely powerful card. But we would have to lose something first. Eric's Uprising. So they get to draw a card. The special forest indicates that Oppo is playing a Garrett deck. Okay, I'm going to play this out. I wonder if Oppo's going to sacrifice this and kind of bring it to my hand. It might do. Say no blocks. Return type creature to its owner's hand. Let's go for it. Attack him. 6 damage here. Interesting. I mean, do we just kill this? Let's end the turn. No, I don't think we kill it because, like, the benefit you get is from the life loss from your opponent afterwards, right? So, having said that, I'm not that big a fan of losing it. Oppo gets in for 4 here. So the race is clearly on. 5 mana. Attacks each combat if able. Juggernaut can't be blocked by walls. 1 green. They've got Ranger's Guile. They got Ranger's Guile. I think they have, you know. It'd be really annoying if they have. Ranger's Guile. Hold it. Yeah, I mean, no attacks. I mean, the trample they get from Garrick's Uprising is disgusting. Gonna have to block here and here. Would be a loss here, by the way. Down to 5. How many more do we need? Ooh, hello. Draw a card. Draw a card. Each opponent sacrifices 2 creatures could be useful. I mean, I feel that we have to play this. Because we're just going for 4 damage. I mean, let's play it out. We mill Oppo. I mean, we've got an attacker now at least. Oh, Oppo could have the win here. Are they blocking? Bad block. Okay, so have they got the removal for this? Or have they got a pump? Looks like they've got a pump here. Interesting. Hunter's Insight, okay. When it's the battlefield, return target artifact creature from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. You get to play that down as well. Decent. I mean. Really? They're okay with that. Oppo's down to 15 cards in their library. We're at 26, but in all honesty, I think they've got this. Whenever a creature dies, it gets +2/+12 at the end of turn. Bristle Grinner, great looking card, but Garrick. Here we go. Here we go.
Got an axe to grab. Respect for nature is always returned.
Your face. Feel that damage. And we give up both creatures here. And we pass. Sacrifice it, draw another card. Oppo's down to 13, 12 after their draw step. Full grip for them, by the way. And we are in trouble, in all honesty. Hope I got many lands in the graveyard. 2. The Harbinger went away. Okay, 4-4. 4-4 trample, can I add? Down to 1 life, by the way. Yeah. GG's. We take the loss there. Yikes. But you know, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. We'll give the Oppo our game. I mean, I think the deck's good. I think the deck's good, but Oppo had some really powerful cards there. Some very nice synergies. And the fact that they constantly had a full grip was just, wow, mind-blowing for me. Okay, so let's see what we can do against Taharis. Not the best. I mean, it's a very slow start, but we are very controlling if we can hit the creatures afterwards. So I think I'm going to keep. I mean, I think this Last Grasp is just an excellent removal spell. I mean, it's obviously not as good as Grasp of Darkness, but it is better for the kind of dual-coloured games. Wall of Blossoms draw cards. Some fantastic artwork there. Swamp, and let's get the Scythe down. And pass. So when the so Nocturnal Feeder, when it dies, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Pretty decent. Pride Morkin gives the counter to itself. What do we fancy here then? I kind of like just passing and hitting it with the Last Grasp. I'd like to be able to play the feeder and equip it with the Scythe if at all possible. So, presumably Oppo is going to go for that attack. We hit the Last Grasp. Nothing in response from Oppo. But are they going to play something slightly bigger? Ah. If a creature died then. So what we could have done actually, we could have played it. Yeah, we kind of misplayed that. Quite badly as well. Okay. Let's go with that. Okay, let's go for the Nocturnal Feeder. And we will equip the Scythe. Beautiful. Pass the turn to Oppo. So they can attack in with this and we will trade off and deal the damage and the Scythe goes up, etc, etc. However, have they got a removal? Are they fight spell? Nature's Way? Okay. Oppo it's in for 4. Beautiful. Explore. Additional land this turn. Draw a card. No more lands in Oppo's hand. Oh, there we go. There we go. Right, so. I think I'm going to go for... I think I'm going to go for... I mean, this is another creature dies. I'm going to go for the Bone Picker and attach the Scythe. It's kind of a... Probably shouldn't have put that much thought into that, actually. So I've got a 5/4 flyer now. Oppo can't do anything about it just yet. We've got a finishing blow if Oppo plays something bigger. Looks like they're playing with the... Is it Tree Folk or Tree Hugger deck or something like that? Ambassador Oak. So if you enter the battlefield, create a Elf Warrior token, which is that. I mean, I'm pretty happy trying to trade these. I mean, life gets bigger. Truffle Snuffle. Another mana would be awesome. There we go. So we get to play out the Grinner and attach the Scythe, making it into a 6/6. Oppo is, Oppo's in a little bit of trouble unless he can deal with this. Finishing Blow looks good for us. Ooh, and a scoop. Backs to the wall there for Oppo. Maybe they were screwed on another mana colour, which I think could have been the case there. Okay, so what did we win? The card is a Languish. Ooh, scary looking crocodile. All creatures get -4/-4 for 4 mana. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Let's jump into the next game. Hopefully pick up that second reward. Okay, so Gondorian Soldier. Ah, okay, and Elspeth's outfit kind of fits that as well. A little bit of a lore crossover there. I think this is pretty good. Lots of 2-drops and 5-drop that we do need to work into, but we are going first. Oppo with a mulligan. That's a free mulligan, so they won't lose a card. So now we need to make a decision. I think we're going to play the Taskmaster down. Nice. That's the best time to play it on turn 2. So, Oppo plays out the Hauler. Now, we can actually, I think, attack in here. No block there. Beautiful. And we'll pass the turn. We've got a couple of flash creatures. Sacrifice it. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Weird. I mean, one of the things is, like, because you can play as many matches as you want, you can have that kind of ability to quit and then jump into a better matchup. It doesn't make it as enjoyable for the people that you play against. But we've played a couple of games with this, and so I think we're kind of fine. I think we see what the deck's about. Again, it's not one of the strongest decks. We'll just have a look what our reward is. Branching Evolution, that's the double counter card. So if one or more counters would be played on a creature you control, twice that many counters are put on that creature instead. Looks to be a decent card. Some very nice artwork. Everything kind of got like 2 heads, 2 tails, 2 lots of antlers. Cool. And the other card is just a Trail of Crumbs. Okay, so what do we think of this deck? I think we were never ahead far enough to get the Bartering Blood working. Like, we needed to be in kind of like a bit more of a Legion deck, or maybe some red to get lots of kind of goblins or something out. Stab Wound, I like the premises of it. I always have. Una's Blackguard. Now, Una's Blackguard is a really interesting card. And I think, you know, if we'd have picked double rogue, this would have gone off. But sadly, it was just too inconsistent. Bone Picker. The fact that we can play this for 1 mana in this kind of deck where we've got kind of like Village Rite out is just phenomenal. And yeah, I think Last Gasp, I did really like it. And Malefic Scythe. I mean, this card is so fantastic when you're in a more limited format. I'm happy with it. So that will do it for this deck. So I'm going to resign it and we're going to enter a third deck. And okay, so deck 3. What's in store for us? Let's choose our packs. Ooh, okay. So we've had Spooky. There's Dinosaurs and there's Heavily Armored. Now, I'm happy with either. Let's go for Dinosaurs. I mean, I really like the arts and we can get some big scary things out. And in pack 2. So we've got Devilish, which we've done. Seismic, one I did on stream this morning. So I'm going to pick the Milling. And Milling Dinosaurs. It doesn't sound like it goes together, but, you know, we are assured that the decks work. I see Golter. So Golter, Primal Hunger. I mean, yes. So this spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creature you control. So we want to go wide, we want to go strong. Ooh, Bell Tower Sphinx. Cartoon art. Whenever source deals damage to the Sphinx, that source as controller mills that many cards. Weight of Memory. Target player mills 3 cards. Dolkin Entrancer. Target player mills cards. I think we kind of see what's happening here. Bruvak, the Grandiloquent. If an opponent will mill 1 card, they mill twice that many cards. Reckless Scholar. Ooh. Human Rogue. When this or another creature dies, it doesn't have to be your creature, it can be any creature. Target player mills a card. Sweep away. Send target creature to its owner's hand. If that creature is attacking, you may put it on top of its owner's library instead. Various tutelage. What a card from M21. It's one of my favourite cards in Limited at the minute. Fort Collapse, Canopy, Cultivate, Rollback, Savage Stomp. Okay. So lots of cards we would expect. Drover of the Mighty gets +2/+2 as long as there's as long as you control a dinosaur. Yeah, we've seen that card before. Wall of Thoughts. Okay, some excellent cards here. Let's play it out and hopefully we can get some easy wins. But no, the synergy doesn't seem to be there. But let's have a look. Okay, game 1, Shangri-La, and this is an instant mulligan. No cards we can play, and everything is expensive. This is much better. We've got a Fort Collapse, Commune with Dinosaurs. Look at the top 5 cards. Steal a dinosaur or a land. I mean, that's helpful. And a Cultivate as well to get into Golter. Let's keep. Beautiful. Oppo is playing white-green. So we're going to go with Commune with Dinosaurs. And this is very kind of a... Ooh. I mean, I would love to pick the Thrashing Brontodon, but I think we've got to pick the Thrillback just because we can't play the Thrashing Brontodon. Oh, we can. We picked this forest up, didn't we? Ah, never mind. Never mind. Wall of Lost Thoughts comes down. When it enters the battlefield, target player mills 4 cards. Which could be over quite quickly. Have a look what these 4 cards were. Arthur's Crusade. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield in your control, put a 1/1 counter on it. The Wild Heart Evoker. Yikes. Feral Hydra. Some great cartoon art there as well. It's battlefield 1/1 counter. And Patron of Valiant. Some angels and counters, something like that. Siege Striker. Okay. I think I'm gonna go for, so I guess double strike potentially, right? I'm gonna go for a Fort Collapse and pass the turn. Oppo can't really attack him with this. So they have to play something else. Ah, so this is heavy armored. This is one that we was gonna pick up, I think. Heavily armored and counters? Trample? Big things? Okay. When it enters the battlefield, target forest becomes a 4/5 green tree fault creature for as long as it remains on the battlefield. It's still a land. Yeah, that's no. Essentially no. Oppo mills 3 cards. Cultivate. Ooh. I had Green Seeker. Now I love that card. That's yeah, that was really powerful actually, if memory serves. Right, so we could get this down. Or we could go for a Cultivate into a Colossal Dreadmaw next turn. I think that's what we kind of want to do. So, one of each. And we're going to put this down. And we... Oh, no. Oh, we've already played a land for that turn, haven't we? Okay, never mind. So, we could potentially get a Colossal Dreadmaw followed by a Golter. Make sure Predatory comes down. I mean... let's say no blocks here. Okay, so unless another creature dies, oh god. Let's go for a Colossal Dreadmaw. We've got 2 creatures down there, but I think we was in the right. Colossal Dreadmaw just acts as a big blocker. Wow. Equal number of lands you control. When it enters the battlefield, you may search a library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield. I mean, you've got a big boy, and we will get an equally big creature down. We do. I always do this. Where X is the total power of creatures I control. So if I play this down, we go up to 8. And we have 5 left. Makes it 13. What's the original cost of it? 12. That's right? If I can play this down, it comes up to 8. And then I can play a Golter. I can play this, it'll knock it down another 2. And then I can play Golter. Right? Seems good. Seems good. No attacks. Trample, by the way. Does Oppo just scoop? This card is scary. I mean, we are going to be attacking him with Golter unless anything... Ooh, Doggy Retrieve, what's this? Return target artifact or enchantment you control. Ooh, okay. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, put a counter on it. That's interesting. Fertilid. Enter the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it. Remove a counter. Target player searches their library for a basic land. Okay. I mean... we could get an extra damage in there. Golter's a pretty decent attacker. I think I kind of like the Stasian training here. Oh, actually, do we do it here? Draw a card. And just send? Send with Golter and this. Oppo's got to make some decisions. Nothing about Death Touch. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Really? Okay. And end the turn. We've got some blocks. I mean, this hasn't got trample, right? Nice. I think we get the win here because Oppo doesn't seem to be... yeah, I was going to say Oppo doesn't seem to be kind of putting the mechanisms in place to stop what we are doing. So we'll take that win. Golter, just such a scary card. Right, so we get a rare. Let's have a look. Golter, brilliant. Of course it's Golter. And let's jump into game 2. Okay, so we're against the Michigan Diagaku. I mean, we go first again. Fort collapse, roll back. I think we can keep. Not as kind of not as a quick start as last time. So white, red. Various tutelage, nice. I mean, this is now becomes our premium. Thrilling is decent. I mean, that can go off in all honesty. I think I'm going to get tutelage out. It does. Draw a card. And we'll probably actually get rid of the Thrashing Bronto then. Oppo mills 2. So we've got a Boros build from our opponent. Celestial Enforcer. Not that good a card. We get to mill our opponent. Lands at the minute. Lands away. Now, the question is, do I keep up Fort Collapse? I think I... counter target spell. I think I do. Let's get a green out. Oh, wow. Okay. Not ideal. Okay, let's get rid of that. That can be actually a decent card. In this format, anyway. I've not been too impressed with it in M21 Limited. Oppo gets in for 3. We get to mill. So, whenever a source of damage deals direct damage, that card mills that many cards. I mean, it's decent. It's decent. But I would have to play a tap land, whereas this way I can get a Colossal Dreadmore out next turn. I kind of like that. So I'm going to play out the throwback. Lay this down for blue. And we pass. Oppo's down to 19 cards, by the way. Can they get a flyer so they can tap this down? I wonder. Remember, this game's double strike, so we might be losing this, but... battlements. Shock. Now, they might have had more luck if they'd have just attacked the face and shocked me face, right? I feel, anyway. Nice. Right, so we could work on milling them, but I think I'm just going to get the Colossal Dreadmore down. Real Pegasus. Elm Fiend. Whenever you cast an instant, it gets +3 until the end of turn. Decent. Oppo's down to 14. I'm going to be playing the Sphinx. And we play a land and pass. Yikes. That source controller mills that many cards, so this could be quite good. This could be quite good. Ah, no, they can tap actually, can't they, with the Celestial Enforcer? Okay, it looks like they'll be tapping the Sphinx. Understandable. Oppo attacks him. Now, what have they got in hand, do you reckon? Swift response. Okay. After all that hits him for 1? Really? I mean, I'll take it. Okay, so down to 11. We're going to cultivate, primarily just to kind of thin our deck out slightly. Play this. Keep up appearances. Now, Oppo can tap this down and hit in for kind of 2, 3. We're in trouble. We are in trouble. I mean, if Oppo's got any sort of kind of instant... Yeah. Okay. White mana. Yikes. GG's. Mill was not good enough. Not that game. On to match 3, I guess. Okay, so Santiago. Iron Wave Mystic, Sleepaway, Stomp, and Dino. I mean, this is fine. Oppo with a free mulligan there. Assuming it's going to be Ansego. So they're playing black-green. Okay, so we're looking to get Golter out. Ooh, Liliana as well. Explore. Play additional land this turn. Ramp. Let's go with our dinosaur. Start making Golter slightly cheaper. We can actually attack this turn, next turn. Fight something and attack, which would be quite cool. Beautiful. That's what I want to see. And so let's go for the Savage Stomp. Attack this, kill that. It allows us to attack in, and it allows us to play the Wave Towering Mystic down, making Golter that a little bit cheaper. Boom. Okay, so we'll play Golter in a couple of turns. Liliana's Devotee is pretty decent. Spider as well. Okay, so we're going to go in for a combat here. Presumably nothing from Oppo. And Thrashing Brontodon. Potential for Golter next turn. We just kind of can't block. And the fact that it's got Trample and Oppo is down to Llanowar Visionary is nice. I don't actually know what else Oppo could have. But let's go for Golter. Boom, nice. And we're probably attacking with these here, right? We might get another scoop from our opponent. Oh, really? Okay, I want to get rid of Devotee, because it's probably their better card. Oppo goes down to 9. We trade off creatures there. We've got Golter. I'm playing in for 12 next turn. Sweep away as well, so if Oppo just played anything bigger. No, settle the score. Exiles the creature. We'll give them the nice for that. Is Oppo going to attack him? Lilia's Devotee back into hand. Canopy. For the Ornieri. Do you want to... They mill those cards, right? I think we're attacking with the Thrashy Bee. Oppo kind of has to block. No block there. No block from the Thrashy Bee. And we'll get the ordinary dinosaur down. Keep up Sweep away. Oppo is not going to be flying, are they? So the Crushing Canopy is not really that useful in this matchup. We've also got Enchantment and Artifact Removal here. Mad. Nice. And what we probably sacrifice this, right? Okay. Ah, Crushing Canopy. Yikes. Oppo won't like that. Oppo won't like that. Let's attack him with both. Trade those two off. Nice. And depending on what this other card is, if Oppo just plays out one creature, we've got the sweep away and we've got the attack in. No charge. GG. We've also got the wall. Just a bit of overkill there. Did we see Liliana? We didn't see Liliana. Saw some more of those lovely black mana though. And we pick up that win. I mean, it's a decent deck. I mean, it almost feels like both of our kind of mill plan and getting the big dinosaurs out are kind of the antithesis of each other, and they're kind of pulling away from one another. But a part of me does like it. I don't know. Right, let's pick up this rare. What do we open? Chartbreaker Devils. Have we seen this? Did we already get a copy? At the beginning of your upkeep, return an instant or sorcery random from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever you cast an instant, it gets +4. I think we did already open one of those. Oh, we did. The Siege Striker. Beautiful. So, let's add this to our decks. And yeah, just kind of reviewing this deck now that we've got those 2 wins. Alter, just a fantastic card, as strong as ever. Colossal Dreadmore also doing work. It kind of helps to get that Golter out just that little bit early. But you know what? If you can go wide with creatures, I mean, on the turn that I think we put about 3 creatures out and was still able to play Golter for double green. Just make sure to catch it so you don't kind of get mana screwed, and then you're kind of Gucci there. One card that we didn't get out was this mythic rare, Bruvak, the Grandiloquent. If a Oppo would mill 1 or more cards, they mill twice that many instead. I mean, 3 mana, 1 and a 4. This seems really, really powerful, and yeah, I think I would like to try and play this a little bit more. I mean, combining it with Teferi's Tutelage, it just seems crazy. I mean, I think if I get the opportunity to pick up 2 mill decks, I would definitely do that. So yeah, excited to see that in actual play in Historic. I think it's going to make a difference. I really, really do. So let's retire this and jump in to our 4th deck and see what other creations we can make. Okay, so jumping into what's probably going to be our final Jumpstart deck of the video. What do we have? Got lands, got rogues, which we've already done, but we've got Basri, and we're going to pick up Basri because we've got the really kind of sexy lands, and I think they'll be excellent to add to our collection. We are still looking for the Liliana and the Teferi one, so hopefully they'll come. So let's pick up Basri.
We work together. We can achieve
peace. So Seismic we've already done, Above the Clouds and Minotaurs. Now, I think I'm going to try the Boros build with the Minotaurs. I think that's going to be quite powerful for us. So let's grab this. So we're going to be white, red. Confirm those picks, and let's check out our deck. Well, we can add it to the inventory first, but let's check out the deck. So we've got the Shield Mate, Solidarity, the Pegasus, Feat of Resistance, an excellent card. An excellent card in M21. I'm surprised it is a common. Tempered Veteran. Card that I haven't managed to get to work yet, but maybe with the right ramp in place we can do it. So, Blood Rage Brawler. When it enters the battlefield, discard a card. I mean, that's fine. 2 mana. Lightning Visionary, Prowess. I mean, we did get stuck on that in a few games earlier on. Leash Fury. Legion's Judgment, Siege Striker. There's Basri. Beautiful. Minotaur, Skull Cleaver. When it enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+0 until the end of haste as well. Minotaur Sure Shot. Okay, it looks like a little lamb, actually, more than the Minotaur. Reach for 3 mana, 2 and a 3, and it can plus it till the end of turn. Nice. Soulseer, an excellent removal spell. Let's remember we've got that. Rageblood Shaman. So trample other Minotaurs. You control get +1/+1, have trample as well. Not bad for 3 mana. Basri's Lieutenant, a very strong card. Generally makes knights if we have counters on things that die. Face Fetters, Basri Acolyte, excellent card. Traitorous Greed, and Borderland Minotaur. Is there actually anything that we do that discard, sacrifices cards? Great. 2/2 3 red Minotaurs with haste. Sephron. So this is the general that Minotaurs gain menace and haste, and we're creating a 2/3 as well. Yeah, we don't seem to have any kind of sacrifice outlets, which is weird, but it's weird that they give us Traitorous Greed. I mean, it can just be used as a finisher, I guess. So, with that in mind, let's jump into the games and fingers crossed we can get some quick wins with this, what I think is going to be a strong Boros build. Okay, so game 1, we're against Xander Ray, 82. And what do we have? I mean, we get an early Basri Ket down. I'm going to keep. I think I'm going to keep. We'll play the Thriving Heath and tap it for red. Oppo with a Lightning or Excavator. Does very little at the minute. Okay. Sound effects. So we've got the Minotaur Saw Shot. Basri Ket actually doesn't do much for us the turn we play it down. Right? It doesn't protect itself. That's for red. Yeah, let's go Mountain and Pass. We're going to go Sure Shot. Possibly into Basri Ket. What I like about the Soul Series is that it's instant speed. Nice. Burglarat. Okay, Burglarat I think is fine, right? We're going to ditch the planes. Okay. Get the Sure Shot down. Gives a nice little blocker. Has reach as well. Can pump itself. So, +1/+1, counters, and gains indestructible. So that's something that I would like to get rid of. Oppo doesn't seem to have much in way of kind of, you know, fighting through. I'm going to go for... that many... create that. You know what? I'm gonna just put the counter on. Just put the counter on and be kind of happy. No attacks. -6. You get an emblem with at the beginning of your combat on your turn. Create a white soldier creature token. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. I mean, that's, yeah. If we can get that off, that's gonna be fantastic. Excavator deals 3 damage to any target. So actually, that can sacrifice itself, right? Second Lightning Visionary. Presume is Oppo going to attack him? No. Yeah, double the target. Yikes. I mean, this is sorcery speed, right? But tapped and attacking. I don't like that. Don't like that. So I cast this for 4 and I gain 2 extra. Yeah, so not enough for this yet. Let's just keep pumping it. Why ever not? Let's pump it and let's pass. Also, it could be decent if the needs arise. Tiny bones. That seems something I need to get rid of actually. Astro attacks. I mean, actually, having said that, my turn. Be a decent finish of that. We'll give this to this. And what I might do is just put another counter. Pop it here. So this has got lifelink. I think I'm gonna hold back. I think I just pop Basri Ket next turn if they don't attack it. Oppo's definitely mana screwed, and I do feel sorry for them for it. But you know, it's almost if they've got to attack Basri Ket here, because if not, I'm just gonna beat them on kind of card draw advantage, right? Discard 2 cards. Fury. And in all honesty, you know, the Basri Solidarity is probably the one we'd go for. Black mana. Is Oppo going to swing? No, nothing. I mean, you get an emblem with, at the beginning of a combat on your turn, create a white source creature token, put a counter. I mean, that's... I think we just do it.
We will be found worthy together.
I mean... We're going to go red. And I'm going to hit out the Soulseer on this. Give this prowess.
You are trained in a sense.
Wow. Yeah, that certainly does the trick. Very powerful deck. I mean, it's not the way that Boros normally works, in that we're normally attacking all the time. We're trying to get all those little tricks down. But what we did there was just sat back. I mean, as soon as they let Basri hit their ultimate, I mean... Ooh, Laughless. They're bringing Laughless back for... I mean, Laughless is already in Historic though, right? So it's nice to have it included in these cards. Let's jump into our next game. Another great avatar. I really do like this avatar. It's impressive. And, I mean, this is a completely different way of looking at it. I think I'm going to keep, just because we've got enough mana for turn 1, turn 2, and potentially a turn 3 play. Beautiful. Gauntlet Shieldmate is probably one of the worst cards in M21. All being said. Get a bit of ramp there. Nice. Or if not ramp, I mean, they do get to sort themselves out. So we are going to attack in here. And we get the Tempered Veteran. So if they're playing elves, I mean, they're going to be looking to kind of pump things and make bigger elf creatures, I guess. Again, I'm really liking some of the cartoon art that's being used. Okay, Pegasus. Do I attack in? I feel I do. Oppo got a pump here. So if Oppo does have a pump, Titanic Grove. No. Ideal. Play the Pegasus now. I mean, are they going to play another enchantment onto this? Tiger in the Woods and land? I don't remember what this one was from. Was it land? White? I guess it doesn't matter. They're playing just a double. Playing just a double white deck, right? Creature resistance is going to be relatively good for it. I think we pass. Okay, what you got for us, Oppo? Keeper of Fables, we can get rid of that. Nice. Oppo's going to attack him. Now, if they attack him just with this... Interesting, okay. Protection from dogs. I mean, I have dogs, so... Get rid of that. And we say no attacks. Lurking Predators. Okay, so... Whenever an opponent casts a spell, reveal the top card of your library if it's a creature card put into the battlefield. Wow, what? I didn't see this. I didn't see this attacking. Okay, let's pass. Why does it make bottom that card? They're there with the mana, right? Whenever it deals combat damage to play on top. Okay. Okay. Yikes. Pass the blocks. Kind of guess. What they put in first. Creature resistance. This. I mean, seems fair. Seems fair. Wow. Deep Prowler. When it dies, draw a card. Okay. Yeah, GG. Like, yeah, we're not in a good position. We're not in a good position. If they can kill their Pegasus. What? Just swing. Swing, I'm clearly mana screwed. I've got to throw that in front. I'm clearly mana screwed here. And now what they've done is they've opened us up to being able to do, you know, something back. We could. No sacrifice outlets, right? Okay. Gets trample. I'm gonna go for this. Yep, seems good. And I'm gonna play down. Oh, I can tap this, can I? I mean, we're gonna play this. Yep, resolve. Why did that die? Okay, so. And we're going to probably discard... What are we going to discard? The Shore Strike? At the minute, it's the only thing we can play. Next to combat. Next to attackers. Attack him with this. Too little, too late, I think. Hopper with a block? There was no need for a block. They tries to draw a card. I kind of guess that's useful for them. Okay, so we've got a block there. Shore Strike as well. Russian Canopy, seems good. GG's. Oppo's got exactly lethal if they attack. Do the maths, Oppo. Do the maths. Wow. Yeah. They went off. This card is ridiculous. This card is absolutely ridiculous in this build. I've just salted that I didn't draw it. I didn't get those packs. Okay, round 3, I guess. Okay, so what do we have here? I mean, this is a reasonable hand, right? I mean, we are probably discard beta resist. Basri Cat's gonna be. Okay. I think we keep. I mean, just getting this down on turn 2 is powerful enough in itself. Another green deck. Highway Sniper. We pass. Okay, so we've got all of our rares. Anyway, that's nice to see. Oppo, it's in for 1. Geeky. Something else as well, perhaps. Ooh. Any chance of whiffing? I remember loads of people at our pre-release. I can't remember what set this came out in, but they thought that the card entered the battlefield, which obviously was ridiculously broken. But obviously it goes on top. Ooh, okay. So they're playing Minotaurs as well. We're gonna play this. We unleash Fury. I think I do actually. I mean, that's one of my least favorite cards. One thing I should have done here was actually play the planes down instead of the second red, because if we do get another planes, we can't play Basri. Oh, is Oppo going to steal an attack? Hunger Flames. Yikes. Oppo is in for 3. Almost a 2 for 1 there, because we have to discard, right? And we pass. Shame. Put a 1/1 counter on top creature you control. So we can put the counter on this. Offensive good. That's the elf maker, right? Yikes. Okay. Okay. I think we've got to be mana efficient here. Go for the lieutenant. We've only got 1 white mana, and we'll put the token on it itself. Pass to Oppo. Oppo makes a an elf archer. This is a very OP card in this format, I think. Also, if they can get this Blood Rage Brawler down, that's going to be... well, what would they discard, I wonder? And the question is, could we get Basri Ket down there? And that would be awesome. Alright, okay. Decent little blocker there. We've got double blocks here. First strike's nice. Beta resist. Go for the shield, mate. And I'm gonna offer the double block here. Try and blow them out with the sniper as well. Vigilance, by the way. Double block. Good. Okay. So we've kind of leveled the playing field a little bit. I mean, still got lots ahead of us. We've got a feat of resistance next time, and we do just need to keep attacking him with this. In all honesty, Immolator. Okay. Sacrifice it. Deals that much damage. Seems good. Actually, unless they're mana ability. I think we need to. I think it does what I think it does. Aim for life. That's not the end of the world there, is it? Could I double block here? Potentially create a 2-2. Get rid of a few creep. They'd have to... I think I'm going to attack. Because I don't think they've got good blocks. Oh, I was going to say. Okay, so we might be back into it now. Okay. Blood Rage Brawler. Discard the card. Don't mind if I do. Borderland Marauder. Okay, another red. So this is interesting. We could try and go for this, or we could just activate this feat of resistance, try and blow them out a little bit. I kind of like it. Let's go for it. Really? I don't think they can do 4 damage. I mean, if they can, fair play. Create those Minotaurs. Here we go. Ooh, they're hovering over this. Have they got something to kind of fling it at? No, they haven't. Right, so we've left this up unprotected. I mean, this is... these are looking pretty... Volcanic Salvo, really? Okay. Seems fair. No red mana, by the way. Double blocks everywhere. There, we're fine. What a shame. Solidarity seems good. Solidarity does seem good, right? And I think I'm going to actually attack him with this. It's got vigilance. I don't mind getting a block. Oh, wow. Oppo lets us deal that damage. I mean, this is probably one of the kind of fairest and kind of, you know, kind of back and forth games that we've played in this block. What do we have here? Siege. So I actually really like this. I think I'm going to try and attack him with both here. Oppo's got to start blocking soon. Blow them out there. I'm going to go feature resistance. Give it protection from red. Don't mind if I do. We get rid of one of Oppo's creatures and we take them down 3 damage. Each striker looks like they're going to have to wait a turn. Shieldmate's actually doing a decent job of just holding things back. Llanowar Visionary draws them a card. Yeah, the Volcanic Salvo is pretty clutch for them. Okay, so they're elves. Remember, they have gotten that elf lord, haven't they? The old arch elf or whatever it is that gives every elf +1/+1. So that wouldn't be good if it came down. Prowess. We play both of these. We can. I think I'm going to. This is going to take a double block, right? I think I'm just going to attack in with this. Try and force Oppo's hand a little bit here. I mean, if they have got the kind of... If they have got the Elf Mage, then... or the Elf Lord, then it will be good to kill as many elves as possible, right? Beautiful. I mean, Basri Minotaurs just kind of sitting in my hand, languishing away due to a lack of white mana. What's Oppo got? Okay, what's this? I remember this card. Enter battlefield. If you control another elf, you create a 1/1. That's nice. Okay, so I think we go to combat. And I'm going to attack him with this and this. I'm going to tap this and this. 3/3. Double strike. I mean, I was going to say Oppo's got to start dealing with this, right? I've only got one card in hand. I'm gonna maybe take these two down. Nice. Okay. That seems to kind of show up the board a little bit. Oppo's got two cards in hand now, though. Maybe they're being stuck. Have they got anything for triple red? I don't know. I don't know. But nevertheless, we're in a good position. We're in a good position. Red mana, okay. Potential punt by Oppo. Haste into battlefield to get +2. I like that. And let's go for combat. I'm going to attack in with... I mean, if I attack him with all. This, and this. Actually, let's attack him with all. Turn that, tap that. And that's a nice little synergy there. I mean, Oppo's got to be doing something now. They've given up. GG's, Oppo. I mean, we kind of, we stabilized the board. We took down as many elves as we could in prevention of the Elf Lord. And yeah, I mean, it would have been great if we had Basri kept down. I think the game would have ended a lot sooner. But, you know, we did what any good Boros deck does. Right, so we've got another rare card. Let's open it. Ooh, Gravewalker. I mean, we've seen this card plenty of times before. Flying, it's a 6 mana 5/5. 7 mana though, return the card from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Instant speed. And rally for him. So, what do we think of this deck? I kind of liked it. It's one of my favourite ones. Knight of the Tusk just isn't a very good card. I'm glad we didn't draw it. Staunch Shieldmate actually did work, and I'm really loving the Minotaur, both the Shaman and the General. What was the one that we played last? This one, Minotaur Skull Cleaver. Comes in with haste. Comes with 4/2 haster. 3 mana. I mean, you can't complain. If you get this on turn 3 and there's an empty board, I mean that's 4 mana down straight away, right? Also, a great card. Maybe they included this because it's got a Minotaur on the front, and I think that's the reason. Unleash Fury, not a big fan of that, and also I kind of don't like having Traitorous Greed in the deck that doesn't have any kind of sacrifice outlets. But other than that, you know, I'm very, very happy with this. So we'll save it to our decks. I think we've already done it, but we'll save it again and we'll resign it. And that's kind of brought us to the end of our first Jumpstart video. We've had 4 different decks, all of which were kind of very special in their own rights, and but it almost kind of forced us into playing different ways, be it recursion, be it pure aggression and big monsters, be it lots of kind of little attackers with the Boros decks. We've even had a little bit of mill there. And I kind of do like it. I think as MTG players, sometimes we can kind of get stuck in our ways and kind of we're blue mages, or, you know, we play that Ragdoll sacrifice decks, and we don't want to kind of play anything else. But it's a great way of showing us the cards that are coming, gets us interested in historic, and actually just brings an element of fun back to the game. Price wise, let's have a look at those prices. So if we were to kind of jump back into another game of Jumpstart, it's either 2,000 gold or 400 gems. So realistically, you're playing kind of 2 to 4 matches, and 2 to 4 matches for 400 gems. I think it's okay price because you do get to keep the cards. But having said that, I mean, it's going to deter, or at least it's going to not allow some of the kind of maybe younger players or the kind of players that don't have that disposable income from really getting an in-depth look and kind of a wider feel of those cards and potentially not gauging their interest in the historic format enough, which I really do hope isn't the case. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to thank you. I've been Dean from Our Gaming as always. And if you've enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment to let us know that you've got to the end of this actually fairly long video today. Hopefully you can catch me live on twitch.tv where we stream at least 5 days a week. And until next time, I'll catch you later.